Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I'm going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this SanLorenzo SL106. Now, what makes this boat special? Well, let's start with the fact that the interior package in this boat costs $750,000. Come along and let's take a look. We start our walkthrough all the way from the main deck, from the saloon area here. And when I said $750,000 interior package, I really meant it. And rather than pointing out some furniture pieces, which is easy to notice, but let's start from all the way from the ceiling. So you see ceiling panels, they're beautifully covered with leather, with alternative leather and kind of like lacquer panels. And between the panels, you have these grills where you have speakers integrated. So it's fantastic. They're hidden away. You don't see them, but they're there when you need it. And you will need it because you can enjoy a nice TV here, which electrically comes up. And you can just lounge over here, sit with your friends and watch your favorite TV series or any game that you might be interested in. Now, if you fancy a drink, you can grab a drink from your own mini bar right over here. And the attention to detail and the interior package upgrade is shown also in your sink itself. The whole sink and the bar area here is covered with marble. Absolutely incredible. There's more marble on this boat than maybe in some of the marble quarries in the world. Now, while you are making your favorite cocktail, what you also may need is ice. So this one has an ice maker right underneath your bar, which is a must-have option for any boat that has a bar. Now, next thing that anyone would ask for is a fridge for all your drinks that you may want to keep cold at. So there's a plenty size fridge hidden right behind your bar as well. As we keep walking, obviously you have cabinets underneath the TV area over here, and you have a very nice seating area for a sit-down dinner for 8 people. And behind it, if you're now looking towards the bow, you have a nice marble wall with beautiful cutouts inside and an LED panel behind, making this whole thing pop even during the daytime. I was thinking maybe, in the daytime you don't really see it, but it looks absolutely incredible. Bright is kind of key word in this boat because the windows on both on the starboard side and port side are enormous, giving you a lot of natural light that comes in. Even though we have big boats parked next to us, makes this boat look super bright. Now, talking about brightness, this is not an open area right now, but the crew of this boat takes so incredible well care of this boat that when we first came in here, we thought that there's no glass over here, so we almost ran into it. But this whole thing opens up, slides to the end, and you have a nice terrace which you can walk out to, and you also have a side terrace which folds down, and you can enjoy a cocktail on your own balcony here on the main deck. Now, we will put a map and floor plan of this boat on a screen and a little pin showing where we are right now. But as we walk towards the bow of the boat where the owner cabin is, first of all, you have a nice lighting all the way in the ceiling which leads towards the owner's cabin. And on your right side, you have a dayhead for your guests. And first thing that I want to point out is as you walk into any room, there's no door sills on the floor where you could kick your toes at, because who likes to do that? And all the doors themselves are super high, so I myself, again being 6'1", don't hit myself against anything. And as you guessed it, it has its own marble sink once again. Marble overload in this boat. As you come out from your powder room now, you walk towards the bow where the owner cabin is. You also have an access to your guest cabins, which is separate from the owner's cabin. So you can take the stairs all the way down, which we'll get back to in a moment. But as we walk towards the owner's cabin, you have a nice storage area on both sides. So keep all your things hidden away that you may not need. And obviously you have a door that separates the owner's cabin from the hallway. On your starboard side, you have a nice walk-in closet. And if you don't want to see your clothes, you can obviously always close it up with these sliding doors. But as you walk in, you have her side and his side, or his side and her side, whatever you prefer. Nice hanging area, things to keep your nitty-gritty at. And you also have drawers. And what's great is, again, These drawers have a glass in front so you can easily see what's inside. So if you're a lady that likes to see which shoes to wear, you can see them without opening the drawer itself. Great attention to detail. As we keep walking now towards the bedroom itself, you have nice storage area on your port side, and you also have a vanity desk which is nicely covered with leather and a beautiful textured fabric canvas in front of that. And right underneath you have a vanity little mirror which you can use to get yourself ready at. You have obviously a seat underneath. Yeah, I mean, you can put your nitty-gritty over here, watch yourself from the mirror, make sure that you look dapper before you go for your sit-down dinner. Nice place to be at. And of course, you also have a little reading light on your side as well. And from your vanity desk, you walk towards your owner's bedroom here, which is, I want to say, this is something between king and queen size bed. Looks beautiful. You have a forward window, so you can see out from the bow. And you also have, on both starboard and port side, nice big oversized windows. And if you do fancy for a little bit more privacy, what you can do is you can either put down the blackout just like this, or if you may be interested in just getting the sheer curtains out, you can just push a button and you can do that as well. And now from the bedroom, what you can do is you can walk into your head, which has sliding doors, so you can close the whole thing up like this. The door hides away once again. And once you're inside, you have, again, there's so much marble in this bathroom. The whole flooring is marble. The sinks themselves are marble, so you have dual sink. And of course, you also have a shower. Again, I'm 6'1", plenty of headroom over here, which obviously you can imagine. You have a rain shower, and you also have a handheld shower with a nice proper bench, a marble bench that you can sit on. This is very nice. You also have a fan here, obviously, and nice spotlights, and the whole backsplash is marble once again. Now, mind, this boat is 2019. This is not a brand new boat. I really thought when we first walked in that this must be fresh off the shipyard floor, because it looks absolutely meticulously maintained. Sometimes you may not want to go to bed immediately and you don't want to look out, and you may be interested in just looking at the bed itself, which you can do by sitting on your couch over here. And if you want to store anything away, you also have little storage bins on both sides. So you have one over here and one on the starboard side. So a great place to keep your things at. So what's cool is that you have actually an iPad over here that has a Crestron system inside. So a lot of homes have a Crestron system where you can control your lights and your TVs, whatever. And this one has a button called lift control for your TV, which means that in front of the bed, you have a TV that pops out and you can watch again your favorite TV show or movie or whatever you fancy right from your bed. And obviously there is a blackout curtain over here, which you can put all the way down so there's no natural light that comes in and really makes it look like you're in a movie theater. Not to mention that you also have 4 speakers in the ceiling, giving you a great sound system while you watch your favorite show. And again, with a push of a button, voila, this whole thing disappears. It's very intuitive. So from the owner's cabin, which we came from now, you have, as I showed you earlier, stairs to the guest cabins. So let's take a look at them. So as we walk down to the guest cabins over here now, the first thing you notice, the stairway down is very nicely lit with LED lighting right underneath. Makes it look very safe for anybody who is walking here during the night hours. We walk into one of the 4 guest cabins on this boat. First room is you see this is set up as a queen size or more like king/queen size bed. But what you can also do is that you can actually split these beds up and pushing them to the sides, and you just remove the side tables and put them in a dead center. So if you do have maybe additional kids on board and they want to have their own separate beds, you can easily convert this room to exactly that. Now, right behind me is a nice mirror wall, so it gives you this, makes this room feel significantly bigger. And you also have a TV integrated over here, so when you want to watch, once again, your favorite game, you can easily do that from your bed. Big windows at the end, and I would imagine that if you do want to let natural light in, you can just open these windows up. But you know, in the Florida weather and the heat that we have right now, I would keep these windows very much closed. You also have a nice hanging closet where you can keep all your clothes at, and of course a nice walk-in shower. Once again, plenty of marble everywhere. We've seen some boats that you know, guest cabins don't have maybe the same amount of attention to detail, but again, this boat having the extra bling bling package with the extra marble, you see that no room has been left untouched. And once again, you can stand in the shower, plenty of space. You have a nice seat. With the marble, the first thing that comes to people's mind is, wow, yeah, but this is super slippery when it's on the boats. Well, and that's what I thought in the beginning as well, but they've done something really unique. They have these grooves in the flooring itself, makes it pretty much non-slippery. So while you are, you know, doing your business over here, you feel a good grip under your feet, making sure that you don't drip over here. Great attention to detail. Now, next to that bedroom, you have an additional bedroom with 2 twin beds. This is more or less how the other room that we just came from would look like. Obviously, that bed being over there almost king size, these twin beds would be significantly bigger, but gives you an idea. Now, once again, you have a nice mirror backsplash, so making this room feel truly oversized. Big, I mean, these are not, I don't want to just say big. I mean, look at my hand. This is my hand, and this is the size of windows that are here. I mean, you have more natural light than you can possibly imagine down here. And once again, you have a TV and a hanging closet with some storage drawers underneath as well. And of course, not to mention a same exact shower. What's cool is right now, the way it's set up is you have the mirror right in the dead center. But what you can do is there's a pin in the back. You can slide this to wherever you want. And if you want to let natural light in, voila, so now you have natural light. And what's also great is behind, there's plenty enough storage for guests to store their items at. And when you want, you can just slide it back in. Again, marble sinks, marble walls, marble floors, rain shower, everything that you would expect from a room, it has it. Not to mention leather details on all the vanity drawers as well. So once again, this is a 106-foot boat. The beam is 23 feet. And I'm saying these numbers because the size of the rooms far exceeds your expectations for this size boat. So as we walk, so this is now an additional VIP cabin. This is, again, you have a queen size, a queen plus bedroom. You have a nice storage, plenty of hanging areas to keep all your things at, and keep your clothes at while you're on the sea or for a vacation with your friends. Again, big TV right in front of the bed, same finish mirror everywhere, and I like this little cutout so the mirror extends into the wall itself, giving it extra space, and this becomes like a little vanity desk over here, which you can use to get yourself ready once again as you head outside or upstairs for a sit-down dinner. Even this seat itself is full leather seat. Now what's great is all these drawers, they could have easily just make them flat drawer panels, but they have this nice curvature inside, adding extra texture, and it's not a flat finish. It has a really nice texture as you touch it, and to top it all off, you also have these nice leather pulls for your drawers and for the cabinet doors as well. Of course, every VIP cabin should come with their own VIP head as well, and this boat is no different. Starting with a marble sink, as you would expect, as well as marble walls, marble floors, and a rain shower for your shower, and of course your own head over here as well. Now, you may wonder, well, yeah, this is too open. I would like to have much more privacy. Well, they've thought about that. These doors close all the way, so giving you plenty of privacy when you need it the most. So from one VIP cabin to another. So you have one on starboard side and you have an additional one on your port side as well. With same thing, you have oversized windows, a nice mirror finished wall and a TV integrated into it. And of course, plenty of space to keep all your hanging clothes stored at. Now, there's never enough, at least I haven't heard from my wife that there's too many mirrors. So this boat has, once you close the door, you actually have a full stand-up mirror, which you can use to make sure that you look great before you head out from the door. So it's great for that. As we keep walking now, you have the same exact vanity table setup over here with a leather chair and a little cutout, so you can have all your items over here and make sure you have plenty of space as you're getting ready. And of course, not to mention the same walk-in VIP cabin head with the closing doors that you can slide to close. And of course, a nice shower area once again. I mean, plenty of space over here to get ready. You know, what's incredible is how well this boat has been kept. Every single chrome item. I don't see a single fingerprint and I don't see a single water splash. Anyway, I wonder if the owners even use this boat because it looks like brand new. Absolutely amazing. And what's really cool is on the floors, you have these nice chrome inserts between the marble panels, adding that extra texture and just making it feel significantly more premium. Very, very nicely done. Now, every dinner obviously needs to be prepared somewhere, which is why we're going to take a look at now the galley area. But before we go there, obviously when the crew is cooking, you maybe want to have more privacy over here between you and your crew. For what, you can just slide this door and boom. Now you have plenty of privacy, making sure that crew is not disturbing you and you are not disturbing your crew. The first thing you see is you have two massive fridges with 4 freezers underneath, plenty of prep area, storage, top and bottom. You have a wine cooler, dishwasher, dual sink with plenty of natural light to come in, and this window opens up. So when they're making some pizzas or some cakes over here, you can easily let all the air out. Now, what's also great, obviously you have your microwave and you also have a 6-burner cooktop with an oven underneath and a range that you just slide out and it does its magic. Obviously coffee machine, and this door is that leads us to the crew cabin itself. Now from the galley, you have a stairway that leads you to the Helm Station where this monster is being captained from. Now, some technical specs about this boat. I brought out the brochure to make sure that I have everything here for you. It's powered by twin 2000 horsepower MTU engines, a top speed around 25 to 27 knots, cruising speed around 22 knots. Now, if you drop the speed down all the way to, let's say, 10 knots, you get a range of approximately 1,000 nautical miles. Obviously, when you go flat out, 22, 23 knots, you have a range of 300 nautical miles. But first thing that you see over here, obviously, you have this nice helm seat. You know what, this is really nice. What I do like is there's a little, like a slanted area inside, so you feel like you fall into a cocoon. Plenty of natural light out that comes in from here. A lot of big windows, so a great place to be when you're captaining this boat. Not to mention, this is not the only Helm Station on this boat. You also have one on the Flybridge, which we'll come back to. Obviously, this being a straight shaft boat, you have bow and stern thrusters. You have your thrust controls over here, your VHF channels, your Garmin monitors, your systems monitors, so you can make sure that all the systems are running as intended. And of course, plenty of walkie-talkies for the whole crew to help the captain out while they're docking. Great place to be. Everything is very nicely laid out, all your autopilots, etc. As I mentioned earlier, this SanLorenzo is actually listed for sale on YachtWay.com. So if you're interested in learning more, then go visit the link down below. And it is listed by Denison Yachting here in Miami. We're located in Miami, so if you're looking for the perfect US spec SanLorenzo SL106, then this might very well be the boat that ticks all your boxes. This chair is, you know, one size never fits all, which is why this boat this chair has electric controls. So you can push on your right hand side, you have arrows up and down. So and those arrows control the chair's location forward and backwards. And then the arrows on your left hand side, up and down, you can adjust the height of the chair. So if you want to be a little bit higher up, just push a button right over here and you get a better view of the bow. Yeah, I mean the bow, I can see the bow now. And of course, you have a footrest, which you can either fold down or fold up, whichever way you like it. For all these long voyages, the captain doesn't have to be sitting here all by himself or by herself. And what you can do is you can have the whole crew come along and enjoy the journey on a big, nice couch, which you can just use to take a look how the captain is doing, be the extra set of eyes, or just enjoy the view outside and not worry about anything other than getting to next island location. So from the Helm Station downstairs, you or your crew can easily walk up from here, close this whole door, and you have arrived on your very own private Flybridge Terrace. You have another Helm Station over here. I'm not going to bore you with that. It's pretty much the same thing. The captain can drive the boat from here. It has a wheel, it has throttles, it has its own systems. So, ta-da, you have a Helm Station. On the other side, though, it's much more interesting because you have another lounge area over here. So as a guest or as an owner, you can always sit over here, enjoy the view from the Flybridge. And of course, you also have a hardtop, which means you have plenty of shade from the sun underneath it. But what you can also do is you can push a button and these slanted rooftops, they actually slant open and letting you a lot of natural light and additional air in from the top as well. Now, on your port side, you have a nice bar counter. You have bar stools underneath, which you can sit on, obviously. And of course, a amazing 8 people. I mean, you can easily sit 10 people around this table for a nice, proper sit-down dinner. And you can see it's beautifully set up, ready for the next owner to take full advantage of. And of course, you have a nice storage area underneath. And with the push of a button, once again, a TV that comes all the way up. So when you are sitting over here and lounging and enjoying your dinner, maybe you want to watch some news or a game, you can easily do that on the Flybridge as well. On your port side, as I mentioned, you have a nice bar area, and this one has dual ice makers. So all your cocktails, you can easily keep them cool with the ice makers. You also have a sink, so a cold water and hot water. You have a prep area for your meals. And of course, you also have a proper barbecue. So if you do want to cook a burger or maybe do a hot dog, you can easily do that. And when you don't need it, it's always hidden away and everything looks nice and clean. Of course, an additional fridge, so keep all your drinks at. And talking about drinks, now, Flybridge is something that you will always want to grab a drink from. And oftentimes, the fridge may not be big enough to keep all your drinks at. So that's why they've utilized all these side walls, may I say. And they act as storages. So you open them up and boom. Now you can have all your waters and what else. And of course, what area would it be without a proper sunbathing area all the way in the aft over here. So this is where the magic is all at. So you have 3 nice chase lounges and a U-shaped seating. So if you want to sit down, kick back and relax, you can easily do that on your very own Flybridge. Now, if you think that this is too much sun for your liking, what you can always do is you have these poles. You can attach a canvas bimini and attach it all the way to the hardtop, which gives you plenty of shade, even in the open area, all the way in the back. It's perfect timing. You even have your own sunscreen ready to grab over here, so you can make sure you don't get sunburned. So as a secondary option, so if you don't want to go down from your Flybridge through the Helm Station for the captain, you can always come down from the entrance at the aft, which is right next to your door that leads inside to your main saloon. Now, once you come down or once you are downstairs, you have a nice seating area all the way in the aft. So you have two nice tables over here, which electrically go up and down. So if you want to set them up as coffee tables, you can easily do so. Now, of course, you have your proper winches on both sides, on your starboard side and on your port side, which you can use to help yourself while you're docking. Also, nice side boarding doors. So if you do have now a side mooring, you can easily step out from the side or jump into the water in that case. Again, this closes up nicely with the latch. And what's really cool is this boat has its own kind of like a custom bow hook, so you can grab your lines or whatever you need, and it's beautifully finished in wood as well, matching with the chrome finish with everything on the boat. This is cool. This is the level of attention to detail that you get when you're buying this kind of boat. Again, listed for sale on yachtway.com. In the ceiling, you also have cameras, so the crew can keep an eye on anybody that is on the boat, making sure that there's no intruders that come on board. And these are obviously across the board, making sure that they have easy view throughout the boat. Now, talking about getting on board, you have in the back over here the controls for your gangway, which you see right over here. This extends all the way out, making it super easy for anybody to come on board. Obviously, you have gates. These are on both sides, heavy gates. They lock in, so safe for everybody to be on the boat at. Of course, you also have your swim ladder, your platforms, your garage doors, all the light controls, everything is managed from the panel right over here. And of course, a proper cleats on both sides as well. As we walk, you obviously have the same side boarding door on both sides, as well as on your starboard side, right over here. Now, what's also neat is, not to mention you also have storage up and down. You also have a third helm station, which the captain can use while they're getting into the dock. You have a great view to your aft swim platform. You can also see the side boat from the profile view on your port side, your throttle controls, and your bow stern thrusters right over here as well. Fantastic. And when you don't need it, it hides away, so it never intrudes your vision. So from your aft deck, we are walking all the way to the bow now, and on your port side, you have very high gunwales with a nice grab rail to grab into. I don't want to grab into it because it's beautifully polished and it looks spotless, so I don't want to put my fingerprints on it. But we showed you from inside. This is now the oversized window panel that opens all the way up, slides towards the front, and this is the side terrace that falls all the way down, giving it a great extra space outside to enjoy a cocktail or jump into the water on a nice day. As we keep walking, you have obviously these cleats on both sides where you can attach maybe an extra fender or anything, a great place. And you also have a side boarding door, which you can use to access the owner's cabin from outside with a push of a button. So boom, now we're back inside. This is actually nice, very cool inside. By the way, this boat has the highly desirable US spec AC system, which is the tropical AC, making it significantly cooler inside and perfect for these South Florida tropical days like we have today with over 90 degrees outside. Now, the walk to the front is long because this is a 106-footer. As you get to the bow, you have these nice chrome covers, which you can remove and you can put poles inside. And so if you want to put a shade up at the front, you can easily do that. And of course, you will have your Fusion audio control over here to control your music, and a speaker that is nicely actually tucked away underneath the grill over here, so you don't see the speaker itself. Very nice attention to detail over here. As we walk, you have a nice seating area, U-shaped seating. So if you want to sit down over here, grab a cocktail, you can easily do so and enjoy the views right in front of you. I mean, the views, if you were to see now behind the camera, I mean, why wouldn't you want to be on this boat? Just look at that. And of course, every boat needs a proper anchor system, and this is no different. You actually have anchors on both sides. So you have starboard port side anchors, and you have these anchor chain. You see that the anchor chain itself is painted. So the captains actually do that so they can determine how much chain they've let out. They mark every 20 feet to 10 feet, one specific color. So as they're letting the chain go, they know exactly how much chain is out there without really relying on the electronic system, which, you know, a lot of boats have the chain counters these days, but captains still prefer to have something manual that they can look at. As you stand or sit over here, you can just look up and see the majestic view that is right behind you of this SanLorenzo SL106. And I can actually see at the top you have a FLIR night vision, so when you're cruising at nighttime, it's a great option to have. You also have a radar. Actually, you have dual radar. You have open radar and you have the closed ray Garmin as well. Plenty of antennas. I would assume that these are all VHF related, and plenty of navigation lights and search lights at the top as well. So when you are cruising at nighttime, you can be assured that people will see you. From port side and from starboard side, you have these stairways down, which takes you to a oversized swim platform, which goes hydraulically all the way down, giving you an easy access to the water. And of course, you also have a tender garage, which is right underneath this lead over here, and you can fit inside either 2 jet skis or 2 smaller size tenders. And of course, not to mention all your water toys that you might want to enjoy while you're on the water. This was a full thorough walkthrough of the SanLorenzo SL106. If you're looking to buy this or any other yacht in the world, then visit YachtWay. It is the most modern listing website in the entire world. So modern that if you want to see this boat in 3D or virtual reality, then click the link down below. As always, if you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you want to see even more YachtWay, then hit the subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.